Hi, I'm Georgina, International Neurodiversity Coach. And today, what I want to talk about and what I'm going to expand on is an article I recently wrote about a video series that I've started that's called DTMM. And that's short for Different Thinker Motivational Videos. And they were actually inspired by the fact that for a lot of my clients and myself, being motivated comes from a little bit of a different place. And motivation isn't just fixing a problem. Sometimes it is kind words. Sometimes it is deeper than that. And also doesn't need to be long or drawn out. It can just be simple. And so I wanted to make some really quick, easy, simple videos that reached people and helped them feel a little inspired, a little motivated, and a little less like, ah, all of this is so much. So the article itself was inspired and brought on because I was recently doing a speaking thing and a mom raised her hand, shared, and her son was sitting next to her. And I kid you not, when she said this, she asked why her young son hated her nagging. She just needed him to get his crap together and move out of her house. She was trying to motivate him. She's like, I'm not nagging him. I'm trying to motivate him, trying to tell him what he needs to do. And what was really fascinating was watching her son's face in that moment because it dropped and his eyes drooped and his whole body language sagged. And then it kind of moved into a different, it got a look, that look where it went, oh, really? Did you just say that in front of all these people about me? And I realized she had no idea what she had said and how painful it was for her child, who's sitting right there. This was a young adult, was dressed, fully dressed, looked very professional. So I'm like, hey, let's take a moment. And so in that moment, I focused on him and raised him up just a little bit. And then we had a deeper conversation about ways that might assist in motivating him. And that inspired me for this week's article because that's what those different thinker motivational moment videos are about. It is about the fact that sometimes we just need a little bit of motivation and we need it. Typically, a different thinker needs it to be human. It needs to remind them that they're human and lovable, strong, smart, and beautifully imperfect. And that is okay. It's so okay. And I also talk about the fact that for an ADHD brain, when things aren't going well, they can really hyper focus on that issue, that things aren't going well and how to fix it and how to fix it. And that's a whole lot of thinking. And that's not always great for our brain. Actually, a lot of problems, almost all problems, get solved not thinking about them really hard, but actually allowing them to get worked out through your subconscious. So that more thinking isn't always helpful. Also, for my dyslexic thinkers, it can very much be said from some people at a job, at home, at school, if you would just try harder, we need you to be able to spell better. We can't have these documents leaving your emails, can't have spelling errors. Hearing something like that is not motivational and not helpful. More than likely, this person's trying really hard. And it's not about trying, it's about the chemistry, it's about the brain. And also for my autistic community, I can't tell you how many times people have talked about being at a family function and they walk up and they're wanting to make small talk and they start to talk about the most obvious thing in the room, which was the thing everybody was avoiding actually talking about. Maybe intentionally, or maybe just that's the way that family works, is they avoid important topics, but all of a sudden nobody is overly appreciating their communication style. Those are moments where a little bit of motivation, a little reminder that, you know what, beautiful human being, and in that moment being slightly hijacked by some of your neurology. So that's what this article is about. A little insight, a little more detail into my different thinker motivational moment videos. And if you go down and look, if you're on my actual article page, you will find a bunch of different thinker motivational videos that you can check out. So thanks so much for joining me. And if you have a great idea that you would like to see in an article, or a great idea you'd like to see me add some motivation to or some inspiration, I would love to hear about it. Please share it with me. Thank you. I'm Georgina, and I'm hoping you have an incredible day. Bye now.